Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome. Stage 32. Look, you can see it just off the screen there. Well, you can't when it's off the screen, but you can now. It's stage 32 of building the Ecto-1. Now, this is the third of the 4 wheel sections, so we're going to be doing that. We've also got some tubes and some pipes to fit, so we'll get on with it and see what we're going to do. Now, first of all, with the wheel, one side is normally printed better than the other. This is the nicer side, so this is obviously going to be the outside, so be aware of that when you're putting things together. That pops through there. We've done this bit before. That goes through there. That goes through the other side. They are apparently equidistant, so it doesn't matter which way round you get those, as long as the gaps all line up. And we're using CM screws to hold those in place. Let's see, is that going to fit through straight away without any trouble? It feels like it just might. Get the 3 of those done. Very interesting doing these 1/8 car builds from different manufacturers and different vehicles in the way that the tyres are pretty much all held together the same way, although some of them do give you separate valves to do, some of them are built in. It's all just a little bit different. It's interesting to keep it, you know, save it all being the same, because if you're doing 4 wheels and they're all the same, and then you're doing another 4 wheels for a different car and they're all the same. As I'm building 4 of these 1/8 scale vehicles at the moment, it's nice to have them all a little bit different. So that is going on there. Obviously, that's the hubcap, which will be going onto there as well. I think I'll just pop that on there, although the instructions don't say to do that quite yet. Yeah, let's put that on there now, because then I don't have to worry about it, basically. Getting that lined up with that. There we go. Now, I am doing things a little bit differently. I'm not going to be putting the center hubcap piece on, because I found out from builds that are further afield, further onwards than me, we're going to be taking this wheel back up again. Now, there is the option to obviously not fit it, but I think the kit will sit nicer on the shelf, obviously during production, with the wheels all on it. Obviously, it's sitting on the wheels, less likely things are going to get damaged. But as we do have to take it off again, I'm not going to put that on, because pulling that out is potentially going to damage. I believe they give you replacements of these, but not obviously the hubcaps that might get damaged and scratched up. So I'm going to keep that safe. That's why I put it in a little bag there for another time. When we come to use that, I shall have it, and I won't remember where it is. It's in my box of bits, but we'll find that there soon. Before we do that, we're going to need one of these. I don't know, are they the same? They're not the same. So let's figure out which one is which. We need to use the pins on the left rear backing plate. Right, let's see if we can get that way round. And that way round. They're the same from the front, but the pins come from opposite mirrored images. So that's got them going down there. Right, this is going to be tricky. No, it's not. It's really not, because I can see from the picture there that that's that one. That's the one that we're dealing with at the moment. So it's that one there. We're going to use 2 of these hoses. Obviously, one on each of these. Hopefully, they will just pop on without any hassle. This part, yeah, that's gone on there okay, and that's gone on there. Yeah, but it will go on there okay. Yep, so far so good. Both of those are attached on there just like what it should be. Now I need to bring in the rest of the car, so let me clear a bit of a bench and get things sorted for in a moment. Right, let's figure this out. This is going to go on there, that way up, so these are going to come through somewhere. It doesn't really give an ideal positioning for them. That does bayonet on there like that. If that goes on there like that, it's then just got a picture of these sort of coming past and around and through. So let's figure out, they're going over to here somewhere. So the bottom one of those have that. Grab them both actually. They're both going to have to come over in this general direction anyway. So it's got that going underneath there as well. So let's get that in the best position. So one of these comes over. Yeah, they both just connect onto there underneath that. So let's get this one under there. I know it's all black and you can't really see it, but basically that's going to connect onto the end of here. This one's going to connect onto the other end of there. Right next to that, there's no hole or anything in there. It's just got to connect up to it and sort of fold back down. So let's try and get that on there. Really not. Right, what I'm going to do is take this bracket off of here, or just loosen it so I can move it around a bit. Give me a little bit more room. Get that on there. Like that. That'll do. And I can tighten that back down. So this will just go off there, but that's going to go on there. That's going to go on there. That is coming underneath here. And is connecting onto the other side of that. Like that. Tube going underneath. So far, so good. Right, then connecting onto here, we've got these ones. The long and the short, 31F and 32H. 32H is the long one, same as the one we've just been dealing with there. So that one goes from the bottom there. Ooh, I've skipped a bit. I've skipped an entire section of putting this bit on there, which is held in place with a GM screw. Because these are going to go through that. It needs to be there, otherwise it can't go through that. This bit's just down under there, so let's get that through there as well. This is going towards the big hole. Well, that's there. I might as well see if it's going to stay in the right place. So let's see if we can't turn that over. That down in there. About there. Not there at all. Let's get that through there again. Come on. Okay, let's ignore the tube and try it again with some tweezers holding that in place while I get this located into that hole. Might have been easier to put this on before we're playing around with the whole axle, but there we go. So there we go, the bit you can't see, I'm just putting this into the middle there, tightening that down to there, and that gives us a little slot to put that under, and that comes up and is ready to be attached on this side. The short one does the same thing, but it looks at it, it's not going to be long enough to go across there. Let me double check to make sure that is the one I think it is. It isn't. It says 31F. What have I done with 31? I haven't seen a 31F. That one that's already there? Oh no, 31F is the lower mount. So, yeah, I've got one of those wrong. One of them needs to be one of them. And that needs to go into there. Okay, I had a slight tube issue. That one goes through there, and that one will come up ready to be attached to the same bit on the other side. momentarily. The reason I had an issue with that is because this is the next piece to do. The short one of those needs to go onto here. Obviously because it's not going as far when we attach this other wheel, and then the longer one goes on that side. Just the same. So when we come to fit this on there, obviously this has only got to go to there rather than this one's got to go all the way further. So that's that. Apart from attaching the wheel, which I shall do momentarily. Get that on there. The wheel then goes all the way through all of that. It is bayoneted correctly in there. So that is that, and then we're using the LM screw to hold the wheel in place. Now, as I say, if you don't want to put the wheel in place, feel free not to, but for convenience and storage, I think it's going to be so much easier having the wheel on. Although, as I say, I'm not going to fit the hubcap, so I can get the wheel back up again. I'm also not going to do it up silly tight. Just do it up tight enough so it's not falling off and wobbling around. So that is that. So far, so good. We're getting there. I think next week we're going to be doing the same as we did last time. And then the week after we're doing the same as we did this time with the other wheel, which is now obviously not attached securely, but will be very, very shortly. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you very soon for the next part. Bye-bye for now.